Happy Wednesday. I'm starting off this vlog a bit late, so apologies about that. It's 2:30 and I basically decided to take a couple of days off, so that's why I didn't really vlog anything yesterday or Monday, just because I was feeling a bit behind on my previous vlogs. Like, there was the vlog I filmed 2 weeks ago that I still hadn't uploaded, and last week's vlog I hadn't started editing, and I just felt really behind, so I wanted to like catch up on all of that before starting a new vlog, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm starting today. So welcome to my channel if you are new. I am Ellie. I'm a 23-year-old UGC creator, so that means I create content for brands. I do this full time. I started in November 2023, so it's been a bit more than 2 years. I'm also both English and French. I live in the south of France in Toulouse, and I'm going to take you along with me for this week in my life. I love all things around health, wellness, business, productivity, fitness, so that's kind of what my vlogs will be all about, and obviously showing you behind the scenes of my job and like what it's like to be a content creator. So to give a bit of a recap, this morning I woke up at 6 a.m. I usually like to wake up at 5 a.m, but I just couldn't this morning. I was really tired. I feel like I have lots of sleep to catch up on, and I really needed to push back my alarm this morning. So I woke up at 6. I went for a run. So every Wednesday I like to go for a run. I also went to the gym to do a bit more cardio and a bit of a stretch. And when I got back, I got ready, showered, and actually went back out with my boyfriend to go for a walk because he is off work today. So we made the most of the sunny weather to get some steps in. When we got back to the apartment, it was already time to get some lunch ready. So that's what we did. We had a lunch break, a pretty long lunch break to be honest, because it is now 2:30 and I'm only just getting back to work, or actually starting work, because I haven't really done much all day, so I definitely need to catch up on some work stuff. I normally get straight into work when coming back from the gym, but obviously it was a bit different today because my boyfriend was here and I wanted to like spend a bit of time with him before he left to go back to his place. So on the list for today, we have all of the usual tasks. So that means emails, DMs, admin stuff, also posting and engaging on my social media accounts. I like to do all of those, like I like to call them morning tasks, like my usual morning tasks, because I do them every day and it's usually in the morning. And then in the afternoons is when I like to work on all of my UGC collaborations and client work. So today I have a video to film, edit, and hopefully send. I'm not quite sure if I will be able to finalize the editing and send the video off because it's already 2:30 and it is a bit more of a time-consuming project. This particular client I have already worked with in the past. I like to spend a bit more time creating the videos because it's a bit more like polished, if that makes sense. It's not just like talking to the camera spontaneously, quickly editing and sending off. This has a bit more to it and it's a bit more time consuming, so I think the filming might take quite a while. And then tonight around 5:30, 6 p.m, my best friend is coming over. Yeah, I'm not quite sure I'll be able to do everything I was hoping to get done today, but we are going to try our best. So I'm gonna stop ranting. I'm just gonna get straight into it because I'm already running a bit behind, so I will catch you later on. Okay, so it's currently 5:50. I have just finalized the filming for that UGC collaboration. I'm not going to say that I didn't expect it to take this long because I kind of did. Like I said, it is the kind of project I like to spend a bit more time on, and I kind of want every shot to be perfect in a sense, just because I'm used to creating like polished ads for this particular client. So I'm not really surprised it took all afternoon to film. Anyway, so I've just finalized the filming. Unfortunately, I won't be able to edit the video because my best friend is on her way. I just realized my microphone is still on. But yeah, my best friend is gonna get here soon. We're gonna have a little chat, hang out for a bit, and that was my little update. Let's just try and ignore this very tired face. I look a bit scary right now, but basically it is currently 10 p.m. I'm about to go to bed. I'm quite tired, as you can probably tell. But basically, just to give a quick recap, my best friend arrived around 6:10. I actually didn't film any of that. I forgot to pick up my camera, but she stayed for a couple of hours. We were just chilling at my place, chatting, catching up. When she left, I made myself some dinner, was watching a bit of YouTube while I was eating. Then I went back to my desk. I was actually getting a few more steps in on my walking mat while I was working. I was actually editing last week's vlog, which is still not posted. I feel like I really need to get my shit together when it comes to staying on track with editing these vlogs and posting and everything, so bear with me. But I was editing that and it's now time to go to bed. So I am gonna brush my teeth, put my PJs on and get some sleep. Good morning and happy Thursday. It is currently 9:20. I have recently got back from the gym. I've just had my little breakfast bowl. I basically just soaked some rolled oats in some yogurt and put that in the fridge earlier, and when I got back from the gym I showered and took it out of the fridge and topped it with some banana, some red fruit and honey. So that was my little breakfast. This morning I woke up at 5 a.m, did my usual 5 a.m. morning routine. I have posted about my morning routine on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts, so definitely feel free to check that out. And at 7 a.m. I got to the gym and I hit a quad focused lower body session today, and I can already feel it in my muscles, so I think I'm definitely going to be sore tomorrow. And like I said, I got back, got ready, had something to eat, and I'm now ready to get to work. So let's see what we have on today. So as always, I am going to get my usual morning tasks, I like to call them, done this morning. So that's responding to all of my emails, DMs, also posting and engaging on my social media accounts. And this afternoon I have quite a bit of brand work. So I have to edit 2 videos for one client, I have to edit and send another video to another client, and I'll also be working on some YouTube stuff. So I have to continue editing last week's vlog. I am hoping to start editing this vlog, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen considering last week's vlog is still not finalized. But yeah, that's kind of what my day is gonna look like. I am actually hoping to go back to my parents' place tonight. I'm not quite sure what time yet, but I'm gonna get as much work done as possible, and then we'll see where the day takes us and head off to my parents sometime today. So it's almost 12:30. I am going to take my little lunch break. Before getting some lunch ready, I am going to quickly pop out to run a few errands. I have to pop to the pharmacy and pick up a few groceries. I'm going to quickly change because I cannot be going out in my pajamas. That's my little update. I'm pretty happy with what I was able to get done this morning. I actually spent ages responding to emails. Like, I didn't realize how full my inbox was, so that took a bit longer than I was expecting, but it's okay. I actually still haven't posted on my social media accounts yet. That's also something I like to do every morning, but I really needed to take a break, so I will get back to that later and get it done after lunch. That's that. We are back at the desk. It is currently 2:20. I have actually just posted on my social media accounts, so that's my little post for today. But yeah, I got all of my usual tasks done, and I'm now moving on to UGC work and client collaboration stuff. I have a video I filmed yesterday to edit and send, so that's for the first client, and then 2 other videos for the second client that I have to edit and send. So I'm not quite sure how long this will take, probably almost all afternoon, so I'm going to get straight into it, and then depending on what time I've finished, I will probably start packing and get ready to leave, because like I said, I'm going to my parents tonight. So that was my little update. Update, it is almost 5:30 and I'm actually leaving. I prepared all my bags and I got my suitcase ready. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everything done that I was hoping to today, just because editing the first video was quite time consuming and it took way longer than I was expecting. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to move on to the second collaboration. So if I have time, I'll do it tonight. If not, I'll have to do it tomorrow, but that's okay. I have packed everything, I'm ready to go. So my boyfriend's actually going to pick me up, so I'm going to leave ASAP to not make him wait too long. So I will catch you very soon. Friday. It is currently 1:30. I haven't really vlogged much recently, so I'm gonna give a quick little recap. So basically yesterday when I arrived, it was probably around 6:30, 7 p.m. We chilled at home. I spent some quality time with my family and I went to bed quite late, to be honest, last night. So I made the most of the gyms not being open today to have a bit of a lie-in. Well, for me, it's a lie-in. I woke up at 7 instead of 5 a.m. and for me, that's a lie-in. I did my usual morning routine, but instead of going to the gym, I went for a walk. So yeah, it was around 8:30 when I went for a stroll for about an hour and a half. It was quite a long walk, to be honest, but I definitely got all of my steps in, so I'm happy with that. When I got back, I showered, got ready, had a bit of breakfast, and then got straight into work. So I've been working all afternoon since like 10:30, I think, up until 1:30. So I definitely started my work day a bit later than I usually do, but it's a bank holiday today in France. Like literally everything is closed, no one is working. And yeah, I still brought my work stuff with me, so I am personally working. So I got all of my like admin tasks done this morning, just like some boring stuff, so I didn't really vlog anything. I actually just had a quick lunch and now I'm going to get back to work, and I have to edit and send off the 2 videos that I've been talking about for the past couple of days that I still haven't finalized yet. So that's the next task on the list. And then what else do I have on today? Oh yeah, I still have to post and engage on my social media accounts, which I have not done yet, and also edit and hopefully post last week's vlog and start editing this vlog. So a bit of UGC work, a bit of YouTube work, and of course spending a bit of time with my family and disconnecting a bit, switching off, taking it a bit easier. And yeah, it definitely feels good to be back home for a bit, especially because my grandma is here, so we are spending a bit of quality time together. And yeah, that was my little update. Just finished uploading the videos in the Google Drive folder. There are actually 3 because one of the 2 videos has 2 hooks. So it's like a total of 3 videos. And I'm now going to proceed with editing last week's YouTube video because I still haven't finished editing that vlog and it's still not uploaded. So I really have to get that done. Okay, so I'm taking back what I said earlier about editing my YouTube vlog because it's currently 5:30 and I have not continued editing it. I basically forgot that I didn't post and engage on my social media accounts yet, so that's what I have been doing. And I think I'm now gonna switch off and spend a bit of time with my family because that's like still what I'm here for. Continuing to edit last week's vlog will have to wait until tomorrow. Saturday. It is currently 9 a.m. I've just finished my session. I did a hamstring focused lower body session today. I'm pretty happy with what I was able to get done work-wise yesterday, but I'm still a bit gutted that I haven't uploaded last week's YouTube vlog yet, so I really need to get that done today. So basically today is all of the usual like morning tasks this morning. I'm gonna respond to all my emails, DMs, post and engage on my social media accounts like I like to do every day. And then after a little lunch break, I will crack on with editing and finalizing last week's YouTube vlog to hopefully post it. And then around 4 this afternoon, I'm meeting up with my boyfriend. We're going to probably do a grocery shop and get a few bits to make some pizzas tonight. We're going to make some homemade pizzas. Then we're planning to go for a walk because it's really good weather and we want to make the most of the sun. After our walk, I think we'll just head back to his place, get the pizzas ready, have a chill evening and watch a movie. So yeah, that's what my day is looking like. I'm going to head off. I'm actually picking up some bits from a bakery nearby for my family, so I really need to get going because they're probably waiting for me. So I will catch you later. Happy Sunday. It is currently 9:30. I've just finished my gym session. Today was upper body and abs. And to be honest, upper body sessions are mainly like back exercises. I am currently focusing on building my back muscles, so I don't really do anything else than back exercises on upper body days. And I also do a bit of abs like I just said, so that was my session today. And I also got some steps in on the treadmill. And I'm now about to head back. I'm heading back into town to my apartment today. I think we will be heading off after lunch. I say we because I am going back into town with my boyfriend. He's going to join me for a few days. And otherwise my day is looking like kind of taking it a bit easier, but still trying to get some work in. So I've got to do all of my usual morning tasks, post and engage on my social media accounts, and also get some YouTube work done. I feel like I'm just repeating what I said yesterday, to be honest. But yeah, I have got to edit and post last week's vlog. I've got to start editing this vlog. But again, I'm like trying to find a balance with still like making the most of the weekend and taking it a bit easier and not just being in a rush all the time and wanting to get everything done and ticking off all my to-dos. So yeah, that's my little update. I'm about to head back, shower, get ready, have a bit of breakfast. At the moment, I've been really loving having like overnight oats in a sense. Like I just basically soak some rolled oats in some yogurt, and I've been having that when I get back from the gym. Before the gym, I always have a little pre-workout snack, so I do love my rice cakes with peanut butter, banana and honey. And when I get back from the gym, like I just said, I have a little extra something just to like keep me going until lunch. I am gonna stop talking, I'm gonna head back, and I will catch you sometime later on today. We are back at the apartment. I haven't really vlogged much for the past few hours, so apologies about that. But yeah, basically after the gym, I got back, showered, got ready, had some breakfast, and then we kind of just chilled. Like, we were watching a bit of TV and I wasn't really doing much, to be honest. I did want to get a bit of work done, but that did not happen. So it definitely felt good to just chill a bit, to be honest. And then a couple of hours went by and it was already time to have lunch. So we had some lunch and then packed our stuff to then leave around 1:30, I think. And we've just arrived at my apartment in town. So I now have to unpack, tidy the groceries, and also get all of my weekend chores done. So I have my list of chores that I like to get done every weekend, just to reset a bit and have everything clean and tidy for the new week ahead. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's probably going to take a couple of hours. I'll probably get a bit of work done and hopefully chill for the rest of the day. So yeah, that was my little update.